Good afternoon. It's Zimbo, and I'm back with Zimbo Drinks for yet another beer review. And we're on number 9. And I've teased this one long enough, and I'm also tired of looking at it in my refrigerator. So without further ado, I present to you Brouwerij Lost's Mango Sticky Rice. A little close up. Definitely mango sticky rice on the can. Looks like we're looking here with mango and coconut. Now, I will be honest, I was much more excited about this beer when I picked it out. And I just haven't got as equally stoked to crack it open because, as I mentioned before, the smoothie sours are not my favorite category. But I'm trying to take that point of view of I just don't know about it and I got to get into it. So, yeah, but 6%, Alphonse mango, Vietnamese passion fruit, Mexican guava. We got some coconut milk in there, and then a lot of oats to bring out that creaminess, or so the description on the can says. Now, kind of a little rundown again on what sour beers are and how you make it. And first, you need to start with the sour part. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your beer. It's going to go into a kettle. We call it kettle souring. And what we're going to do is we're going to inoculate this with lactobacillus. It's a bacteria. And what that lactobacillus is going to do is it's going to start working its magic, and it's going to start making that tart, sour flavor that we all know from any sour beer you've ever had. Now, lactobacillus happens in nature. It's usually found in a lot of the old world sours that are common in Europe, northern France, Belgium, Flanders Reds. A lot of this stuff is fermented and conditioned in wood casks or vessels, and sometimes the bacteria hangs out in those wood vessels that they reuse. But more than likely, it's been inoculated. And so once we get our sour beer, you then boil to kill the bacteria off, bring it up, boil it just like we would in any other normal beer, bring it down to temperature, inoculate with our brewer's yeast, let it ferment, and then we're going to take a fruit puree, blend it together, let it condition, I imagine, in stainless steel or any kind of fermenter, a neutral fermenter. Let it condition. Maybe it undergoes some secondary fermentation, and then we're ready to can it, bottle it, whatever, and we want to drink it as soon as possible. So, kind of somebody gave me a little pro tip, and apparently, how you serve these is you have to, and actually I noticed it. It says right here, roll and gently tilt. So we're gonna maybe roll this bad boy a little bit now, because again, it's thick puree, so we want it to come out like a nice thick smoothie. So give it a little roll, kind of don't go crazy on it. I wouldn't be shaking this up, but you also want to go end over end, ever so slowly and slightly. You don't have to get crazy with it. And there. So let's crack this bad boy open. Just so if you're curious, not cheap. None of these sour beers are, but again, I think it goes down to like a brewery knows you're not going to sit here and crush a 12-pack. They got to get their money, and also, I doubt the fruit used in this process is cheap. We all know fruit's expensive, but here we go. All right. A little closer. It's nice. Kind of looks like a mango. Mango juice, as you can see, real thick. And you're very rarely going to get a head or foam, but there's a little bit. It's kind of nice looking. And so, again, getting into this category, I kind of had to look up like what makes a good sour and what are we looking for, because I just don't know like I do some of the other beers. But we're looking for a high quality fruit puree. It should be vibrant. full of bright flavor. I imagine we should be getting that on the nose. I mean, it's definitely smelling bright, but it kind of it looks not. I could get down on this. I can't remember exactly what sour we poured last, but it wasn't super advertising. I still won't tell you what it looked like to me, but this looks nice. Looks nice. Let's give it a whiff. I mean, it's vibrant. It really smells like somebody just smashed up some mango and put it in here. I'm getting a little bit of the Mexican guava and the Vietnamese passion fruit that they mentioned, but it's definitely strong on the mango. But it's there. It's there. And then as far as coconut goes, I'm not really smelling that right off the bat, but we'll see. We'll see how it tastes. And so again, let's give her a taste. Mmm. It's nice. It's nice. And so, and I think the style is also calling for uh, the sourness in the beer needs to be present enough to kind of balance out the sweetness. And I think it's accomplishing that. And even though it doesn't necessarily call for it in the style, me personally, I would be disappointed if there's nothing beer related in the flavor. But it tastes like beer. It tastes like fruit beer, thick fruit beer, but it tastes like beer. That's nice. Getting a little bit of that coconutty that they mixed in. I get where they're coming from with the mango sticky rice, and I think another call out in the category is it must be dessert like. And again, it's smooth. So it was smooth without being, it's certainly not thin, and it's not pulpy. So I guess check on that one. We already talked about the vibrant smell. It's certainly vibrant. Check. Flavor, nice balance with the sour aspect of the beer. Check. And yeah, so I would say it's a successful beer. Let's see how she gulps. Wow, that's thick. Not gulpable. It's pretty thick, but it's sippable. And if I was a hot day, sun's beating down, I'm nowhere within a walking distance of a Jamba Juice or your favorite smoothie spot, this is good. Or if you want to get, two birds with one stone, you got your beer and your smoothie. Vitamins, calories, and get your buzz on. It's good. So, again, I'm warming up to the category. I'm not going to be drinking them all day long every day, but it's a nice treat. So cheers and happy drinking.